Hello, Spurs fans. It's pro start. Morning, Spurs fans. Paul the Hotspur hippie here, the only psychedelic show on the internet. And the sun's about to sort of rise here in Sydney, 6:41 a.m. Stupid time to stream because no one's up here. Everyone's going to bed in England, but well, I just felt like it's my usual time, isn't it? Hope you're all doing well. I see this morning when I woke up, I've got 893 subscribers, so I don't know what happened overnight, but if there's anyone new here, hello there. Thanks for clicking like and subscribe and all that jazz. Not mandatory, but it's appreciated. Let's see what's happening. I did find a couple of things to talk about today. First off, someone asked me. Someone put a comment on a video yesterday. It's a good question for the chat, actually. Get your brain cells rubbing together, your football brain spinning around in your dome. Who would your starting 11 be from the squad that we've got over in Perth? And well, I was making a cup of the finest Aldi instant coffee here. I was thinking about that. Maybe I'll go along the line. I'll probably have to change my mind halfway through this because I might have forgotten a player. Vicario in goal. Udogie left back. I mean, you could take your pick between a traffic cone, Eric Dyer and Tanganga. One of those for one centre back. Romero. Emerson. Might come back to that. Midfield, we've got three, haven't we? So that's Madison, Basuma, Porro. But Sarr could be in there as well. And then up for Kane, Kulu, and Son. There we go. But midfield, we've got some options, I think, especially when Bentancur gets back from injury. That's going to make it interesting. But we've got enough so that Ange can run them into the ground. Ange can run them into the ground and then take them off at 60 minutes or whatever, whenever their legs all turn to jelly. That's what he wants, man. He doesn't want players coming in at half-time all loosey-goosey. He wants them half knackered. Then a quick 15 minutes, sit down, rub down, whatever they do at half-time. I don't want to know, man. I don't want to know. It's too personal. And then they go out and then just run. And then he whips them off and then he could put on, Solomon. Then we got, Sarr and Richarlison and other players. Ben Davies, stick him up front. See if he's any good there. Interesting. Who's your starting 11? I know we need centre backs. I know. But I'm still excited, man. It is now. What's it? It is. So what's it today? Saturday? No, it's Sunday now. Monday, Tuesday. So that's 48 plus 11. So there's 59 hours. It's only 59 hours till I get to see my team run out on the pitch. Free to air TV. It's on 10 Play in Australia, so I don't have to go to some dodgy Russian porn site and click 500 ads of nipples to find a team. I can do it all legit, man. Straight and narrow. Done my time, served my crime, all that. Now, I'll find a couple of things here in the Twitter. So let's have a look. Couple of updates. So yesterday finished off with Tottenham Hotspur keeping an eye on Jonathan David as a potential Kane replacement. And here we go. Let's see if this. Don't put the sound on. Let's see if this comes up. Come on. Oh, there they go. There's the boys. They're getting off the plane. Come on. There they are. That's them walking down the steps. There we go. Do. So they found their way here. When did they touch down? 4 hours ago. So that's 2 a.m. here. What, 11 o'clock, something like that in Perth. It's a nice time. They'll be able to go straight to bed Straight to bed, boys. They didn't look pissed as they got off the plane. Who's wearing headphones? I'm not having that in my team. Okay. Solomon, no headphones. I saw someone wearing headphones. I'm not having it. No, none of them have got headphones on. All right, that's good. That's good. That's good. All right, good. And who's waiting for them? Who's waiting for them over here? Yay! It's Sonny. Sonny's already here. He came straight here. He took the shortcut. It's hard to see that it looks like Sonny's got two heads there for some reason. Why is that? There we go. So, there he is. It's a tree behind him. He hasn't developed some sort of growth over the summer. Look at him there, rearing to go. Hey, hey, you can't catch him. You can't catch him. Can't wait, man. Can't wait. And I don't know if this will come up, but this is something that surfaced in Perth. Someone's only bloody gone and done a Tottenham mural. Let's see if this comes up, because this is really cool. Let's just bring it back here. Come on. Let's see if I can approach it forward. Come on, blue screen. You can do it. Come on. It's so magical, it finds it hard to keep an existence in this material plane. Maybe if I take the camera by surprise. I'll tell you what, it's worth showing. Worth showing. So let me find alternative means of technology to bring this up. I can do it on here. Spurs mural Perth. Of course, I've spelt that completely wrong, haven't I? It's early in the morning. Forgive me for my tardiness. Here we go, here we go. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, I'm just so not very good at internet. Hang on, open, where's open image and new tab? Open image and new tab. There we go. There we go. And then we go back down here. Look at this, look at this. Perth. Who'd have thought this, eh? Perth. Let's got this going. Look at that. There's Big Ange in the middle. To dare us to do. I'll let them off that. It's actually Aldareus Facere, but you know, it's all modern now, isn't it? Because you know, I know Latin's a bit poncy, but it still added a bit of mystique to the club because you have to go and lose your brain. Oh, why does my shirt say Aldareus Facere? Well, it means to dare us to do, doesn't it? There we go. It's Big Ange in the middle, and then we got Richarlison for some reason over here. Okay, and Sonny. We've got Sonny there. Come on, you Spurs! Look at that cockerel there, and it's done with what looks to me like with a traditional First Nation person's bit of art here, Aboriginal. I hope it is. Let's zoom in here, see if we can find any details here. Oh no, bloody QR code, eh? That's old meets new, isn't it? 60,000 years plus a QR code. There we go. So that's pretty good. I hope an Aboriginal artist was involved with this, and we ain't just co-opted something here. But that's pretty cool. Hey, look at that, Perth. Looks like it's temporary, but that is well smart. Well smart. Nice one, whoever did that. Nice one. Perth. That blows my mind. Western Australia has got a Tottenham mural. Isn't that amazing, eh? Brilliant, brilliant. Just tickles me, that does. Hang on, where's the Twitter? Here we go. What else we got here? And then I'll come to you lot in the internet nut of the world and see what you lot have got to say. Starting 11. Any ideas, folks? Oh, here we go. Fabrizio Romano. Bayern, just take a hint, man. Take a hint. This is what Fabrizio Romano is saying. Bayern's Uli Hoeneß. Harry Kane has very clearly signalled. I don't know how he's doing that. that his decision was made. If he keeps his word, we will sign him. Tottenham will have to give up. We've got to get an asking price from Levy. Yeah, it's 120 million or 100. It's too much for you, mate. Too much for you. Rummenigge speaks to him regularly. I don't know. Who's this? Is that Karl-Heinz Rummenigge? Don't look like it. Is it? I don't know. It's some untrustworthy Bayern guy. Anyway, I wouldn't believe him. It just, you know what it is, right? You know what it is. This Harry Kane thing. Bayern know they can't afford him. So they're just trying to throw as much crap out here as possible, hoping it causes a kerfuffle. But they don't get it because we're Tottenham, man. We're the greatest football team the world has ever lived. We're going to stand strong against your advances, unless, of course, you pony up the right amount of money, which you're not. It's like 68 million at the moment. Get out of here. Hey, look, there he is. Look, there he is. That's who they're arguing over. He's one of our own. He's one of our own. Harry Kane. He's one. What's he? What's that doing on an England shirt? I don't want to know. I find it stupid. The Anglosphere, it's gone mad. Harry Kane, right? Unless it's some sort of childhood ambition, you know, oh, one day I'm going to grow up, mummy, and I love Tottenham and I've been playing for them, but someday I have a dream to play for Bayern Munich. Because that's the only hat in the ring at the moment, isn't it? And it's a half-assed hat. So, unless he really wants to go there, all he's got to do is hang around like a year, and then he can have his pick. He can have his pick then, can't he? Do anything he wants. I mean, what, go to Bayern it's going to be a 3-year contract, isn't it? 2-3 years. And then I've seen people, go to Bayern, then come back to Spurs. He might be too old. I don't know. He might get injured. We might be too good for him then. I don't know, because we've got Ange. So, I don't know, it's all load of hot air. All this shit I'm seeing, it's all coming from German media. It's all coming from Bayern Munich. There's bugger all coming from our end of the deal, apart from he's not for sale. Hands off. Hands off. Herr Rummenigge. Hands off. I don't care if you're talking to him regularly. What does regularly mean? Once a decade? That's regular. Absolute crap. Hands off. Verboten. Nicht. So there we go. That's about all I got for you. Let's have a look here. We've got anyone in the chat? Yeah, we've got chat. Hey, thanks, folks. Because that's when the stream ends. It's all down to you and I now. Oh, just relax. Get my coffee ready. Oh, there we go. How are we all going today, hey? Mark Nixon, good morning. I would try Rodon. Yeah, Rodon. Tanganga. I mean, give him a run out, you know. Let's just see. I've got an open mind, man. I've got an open mind. You know, although I've got my opinion, and I think I share it with a lot of Spurs fans on, you know, deficiencies we've got. Did a video yesterday, which, because I stood in front of some trees, got a lot of views. It's the way YouTube works. That's the algorithm, man. You stand in the middle of trees and you get hits. I don't understand it. I mean, it's just me talking the same old bollocks every day, but like one day I'll get 100 hits and then another day I'll get 2,000. I don't understand it, but I'll just do what I do. Yeah, give them a go. Let's see what they've got. See what Ange can do with these people. Hey, Israel Uncover, big up, Paul. Well, it must be your bedtime, mate. Must be your bedtime. Thanks for hanging around a little bit. I saw your boy Solomon getting off the plane, man. Yeah, it's looking tasty. Audio Artisan. Evening, bruv. Evening, man. How you going? Jose, I'll tell Cockerell, get over there and subscribe to his channel. Evening, Paul. Now they're in your neck of the woods. We will continue to receive level 1 reporting from you. Well, although Perth is what's about 3,500 kilometres? I don't know, call it 2,000 miles. What's 2,000 miles from London? What's that include? Because because that's about how far away they are from me. Let's have a look. What's the distance as the crow flies Sydney to Perth? Because I'm getting a lot of questions. You know, are you going to go to the Perth game? And I get it. People think it's in my neck of the woods. It is. How far's the drive? I mean, it's not by the crow fly. Can't find a way there. Can't find a way there. Oh, here we go. Here we go. There's the car symbol. Which way is it going to go to Perth? It's going to go. Oh, this is a fairly direct dish line, so it's 3,000. Yeah, it's not. It's just shy of 4,000 k's drive. If I get on, well, I can't drive. Can't drive because New South Wales government has deemed me unworthy to drive on the roads because over the course of driving like 50,000 miles a year, I've gone 5 over and 5 there, and you keep your points for 3 years here. So I've got another month, a couple of months of not being able to drive. Hence why I've got to GoFundMe because I'm financially buggered at the moment. I am struggling again. It's getting really hard again. Thanks to everyone that's already tipped given me a tip. But with 893 subscribers, maybe in a couple of weeks I'll be able to feel a bit more legit and just do like monetization and super chats and all that shit instead of me feeling like I'm a bloody dirty beggar. But it's 1 day, 18 hours. If I could drive, I'd do it, man. I'd be over there. If I was working, I'd be over there, man. But unfortunately, I have sinned too much. So yeah, I'll maybe level 1.5. How's that, Jose? 1.5. I'll try and do that for you. Side answer. G'day, man. Evening. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Oh, Welsh girl. Hey. Yucky da. Big up Paul, nice to catch you live. Big Ange and the lads with you in Australia. Yeah, they're just round the corner. Just round the corner. They'll be going to my local Vietnamese bakery for a couple of sausage rolls and go heavy on the tomato sauce. The tomato sauce is back in town at Tottenham Hotspur. Ange ain't having that silly shit. Tomato sauce, banned tomato sauce. God, fucking hell. How can you play for someone that's like that, man? Echo. Bayern did the same with Lewandowski. Oh well. It's just all smoke screens and rumours, isn't it? It's all fluff. They got to just pony up. There's no point in saying Harry Kane wants to do this. Harry Kane, that they should sell him when you're not paying the right amount. And this is what I'm seeing a bit in the Spurs-sphere. We should sell him. Yeah, but for what? I mean, I agree. If we get a bid in for, say, £100 million, it's worth thinking about. 120 million's done deal. But not just selling him for nothing. So if the price isn't there, he's not going. That's it. Because if we keep him and he gets us back into Champions League, that's worth like 60 million, 70 million off the bat without doing anything. So probably a little bit more now that the UEFA Svengalis have buggered around with the format to make sure that everyone plays extra games. It's absolute farce, Champions Leagues. Farce. So in case you don't know that, from not this season but the season after, the whole format of Champions League has changed. 36 teams qualify. There's extra teams. There's 32 at the moment, but it's going to be 36, which I think should be the champions at least from every club, from every country, but it ain't going to be. We're going to have like 10 teams in or something fucking ridiculous. They're all going to one big league table. There's a seeding system on who plays who. You play 8 games. At the end of 8 games, the top 8 go through. Places 9 to 24 do a playoffs, and then they go through. So after 8 games, only 8 teams are knocked out. It's ridiculous. And then from then on in, instead of some old suit with a comb over, picking a ball out. Number 3, Barcelona will play number 5, Tottenham Hotspur. It's all done tennis style-y. So you know, the number 1 seed will play the shit seed, and the number 2 seed will play the next shit one. So the top 2 seeds won't meet until the final, or the top 2 in that table won't meet until the final, guaranteed. I think that's bollocks, man. I think that's bollocks. I don't like that. I kind of like the randomness. And if Man City play Barcelona in the round of 8, I mean, because they're embargoed from top teams can't play each other at the moment in the round of 16, but then round of 8, the octa-finals, then they can. But what you're doing is you're saying, well, no, they can't even play each other to the very end. It's just, it's not football, man. It's not football. It's just bucks. Just bucks. That's all it is. Colonel Yido. Just turn in. Evening, man. Evening. Nice to see you. Now, how many people we got in? Because I know a lot of my subscribers are coming from Australia. About 25%. And just to let you know that us Spurs fans, we do call each other Yidos, and I call myself a Yido, and I'm very proud of it. And that's because Tottenham Hotspur has got kind of a reputation or whatever of being, a lot of the fans being Jewish, and a lot of certain other clubs give us some pretty nasty stick, like Chelsea, West Ham, these kinds of clubs. And so we give it a bit back, and we own that word, and I'm proud to call myself that. And because I ain't having it. I ain't having any anti-Semitism. You'd think all that shit would have stopped by now. But it seems to be having a little bit of a resurgence in the world, if you ask me. And it ain't right. DJ Samuel, nice background, yeah. I've just got a big TV screen behind me. Big TV screen. People saying hello to each other. Ah, here we go. I gave Mia a little poke here. I gave him a little stir. Not stir, a little bit of encouragement. Solomon is going to be great coming off the wing. Real star in the making. Well, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. I hope you're right. He looks good from what I've seen as well. I've been watching a bit more on him. I like the cut of his jib. Interesting player. Hey, Tot Spurs. G'day, man. Hope you're well. Who needs a defence? We've got a goalie. Attack. That's it. What we got here? Hang on. Don't forget, man, we've also got this guy. Dyer! Get up your own end of the pitch, mate. Get up there. Just put a tackle in. Miller Jedinak. He's on the case, man. He's on the case. Jose says, you're so precise, I meant Australia being your neck of the woods. Yeah. It's nearer me than you, isn't it? Marginally. Bloody long way away, Perth. I think it's like a 5-hour flight and they're 3 hours behind. So you kind of go to Perth and you're bloody jet lagged like buggery. But I get jet lagged when the clocks go forward an hour, you know what I mean? It's just, I used to go to visit England like once every year, once every 2 years. And coming back this way, the jet lag is a killer. It takes me like a week to get over it. But I haven't been back to England since 2012. No real plans to do it in the near future at the moment. Go find me in the description. That's the last thing on my bloody mind at the moment. Well, I want to stop eating pot noodles and pay my electricity bill. That's what I want to do. But someday, you know, when this channel's got 5 million bloody viewers and I can just be like an influencer and tell everyone, like every other channel, to shave their balls for some reason. Tell you what, I promise you this. When I get monetised, I'm never telling people to shave their balls. I mean, look at me. Do I look like an ambassador for Manscaped? ZZ top, ZZ bottom. Oh, Borodar. Oh, is it as it is morning over there? Okay, Bora. Is that Bora? I'm guessing that's Borodar as it is morning over there. All right. Okay. Well, it's Yucky Dar for you, isn't it? I suppose. Morning, mate. London to Russia is 2,000 miles. There you go. Oh, there we go. That's how close they are to me. That's oh, we're all doing Nostar. Is this? Am I getting a? I'm getting a Welsh lesson here. I don't mind that. I don't mind learning bits of other languages, just little bits, you know. I think it's cool. Echo, echo. Just hoping we play with effort and desire. You know what? You know what? We're gonna, man. We're gonna. Hang on. Where's the big fella? Here we go. We've got the silent assassin, haven't we? Yeah. Yeah. You just carry on playing, lads. Carry on playing. But no, I'm just doing my shopping list. Don't worry about me. I'm not taking notes. I'm not taking notes. Don't worry about me. Nothing to see here. Just innocent old Ange. Nothing to see here. That's what it's gonna be. Just quiet. A quiet man, although he can throw out a bollocking when he does feel like it. Stinging Nettle. No new defender, same old club. Well, no new defender. Yeah, I know, man. I'm still chill though, because I'm just my excitement and enthusiasm for us having who I think is going to prove himself to be one of the best. I've just got a Tinder match. That's a rarity. God. Um, that's thrown me. My enthusiasm for us having who I reckon is going to be one of the best coaches in the world, and I mean coach as well as manager, Ange Postecoglou. That's outweighing all that other shit for me at the moment. I think we're going to get one. He's, there's talk going on. Ange is going to see what he's got, and then he's going to get on the phone and say, yeah, no, give me a couple of centre backs, man. I've given them a go. They're shit. So I don't know about quite the same old club, man. I mean, yeah, I get you. We've got the same old owners and all that, but we've got a new manager, and that counts a lot for me, man. Counts a lot for me. I'm excited. Can't help it. Can't help it. That's about the end of the chat, eh? So let me see if there's any more news. See, what is it? It's Saturday night though, so it's not. Maybe there's some more dopey Tottenham tweets. Hang on. Might be a quick stream this morning, lads and lasses. Let's have a look here. Anyone starting 11s? Starting 11? I mean, you know, I'm trying to poke you, but you know, obviously that hasn't wet your whistle, so don't worry about it. Let's have a look here. There's people saying, yeah, maybe Bayern will come up with 120 million pounds. Oh well, at that price, if he wants to go at that price, that's a lot of money, isn't it? A lot of money. But I've still got the dream scenario where they don't come up with that much money. Harry Kane stays for the year, and in that time signs a new contract. And he can do it properly this time. Don't just rely on your brother, mate. Get a proper person to do it. Don't rely on gentlemen's agreements. You know, a contract is within the confines of the four corners of the contract, mate. No prior agreement and all that sort of shit. You don't have gentlemen's agreements when you've got a contract. So you can have all the release clauses you want in there. Anything. Moon on a stick. I think that would be the way to do it. Then you're covering, you're hedging your bets. If you wind your contract down and then you get injured, well, I mean, you've got a bit of money to go away with anyway, so that's not a bad thing. But, you know, I'd be, if I was Harry Kane, I'd be getting in there, excuse me, I'd be doing a new contract with lots of release clauses in my favour, so I wasn't, like, trapped. We got anything else here? Doopy doop doop doo. Oh, there's one person that's tweeting a lot. I might have to mute them, I think. Danny Baker's going on about Emerson, Lake and Palmer again. Emerson, Lake and Palmer, I just find that to be confusing music to me. I'm not saying they're not good. It just doesn't fit in my brain. Everyone's tweeting about Harry Kane. I don't know, man. Oh, we've got some more comments. I can stop tap dancing for a little bit. Oh, you live in Mark lives in South Wales. Well, I live in New South Wales, and I could just imagine when Captain Cook and all that lot invaded Australia, or arrived, depending on your perspective, and they came into Sydney in the Botany Bay on a 35-degree day. Palm trees everywhere. They thought, you know, it's like Swansea, this, isn't it? It's like Swansea. Let's call it New South Wales. I don't know. I don't understand why it's called New South Wales, but oh well. What do I know? Kimchi Strider, g'day, man. Celtic and Liverpool fan here. G'day. I'll give you some fondness for the Celtic side of thing. Could be balanced out by a bit of harmless hate for the Liverpool side, though. You know, won't get any kind words of me out of Liverpool, but Celtic, that's all right, man. Personally hope Ange smashes it. Oh, well, that's all right, man. I hope Klopp doesn't. I can't reciprocate. It isn't within me. I hope we smash Liverpool. That's football, eh? I hope Ange smashes it like I think he will. Well, you would have seen him. You would have watched him do his magic at Celtic like I did, and it was amazing to see. We'll never get him back if he does, but still. Well, you know what, man? When you say we never get him back, here's a little flicker of hope, and maybe a flicker of despair for me. As a boy, I believe that Ange was a Liverpool fan. And when he was at Celtic, and I was really hoping we'd get him from the Spurs job, because I've wanted him since February. February was the first time I publicly said it to anyone, let's get Ange in. And I said this in a video actually on the Irish Hotspur back in March, when everyone was saying Ange who, because we're doing the short list. And I said, no, Ange is the man. And one thing I said in that video was that a possible reason why Ange might not come to Tottenham is that he was a Liverpool fan when he was a kid, and he might hold out for the Liverpool job. And if my hypothesis is correct, that Klopp is passing his time at Liverpool, because I think he's going a bit doolally there, you might end up with Ange at Liverpool one day, which would break my bloody heart, but it would be all right for you. But that's something that could happen. What do you reckon of that? Ange at Liverpool. Don't want to get your hopes up, man. Echo, hoping the same with Kane. Mountain Bushman, Steimer, Evanista. But I'm doing a stream, but I'm running out of shit here, man. Running out of shit. I'm tap dancing. Oh, here we go. So the official, don't know if this will come up. Well, the bloke comes up. Harry Kane comes up, doesn't he? It's a fixture list. No, we've still got Harry Kane plastered all over everything. So it would cost a couple of million to change all that, wouldn't it? You know, so you've got to add a couple of million inconvenience fee to whatever we're paying. So if the asking price we're looking for is 120 million pounds, it's got to be 122 for all the farting around we've got to do with posters and bollocks. So July the 18th. West Ham, which is, I added it up. I've got to add it up again. I've forgotten what I said. So West Ham, July the 18th, Tuesday, 8 p.m. Sydney time, which is a nice civilised time for me to watch a game of Tottenham. It's weird actually. July 23rd, in Bangkok, they're playing Leicester. July 26th. In Singapore, they're playing Roma. August 6th, Shakhtar Donetsk at White Hart Lane. And August the 9th versus Barcelona, TBC. We don't know where they're playing. Might be Luton Town. I don't know, Wealdstone FC. Who knows? Could be anywhere, that one. So we're kind of playing a game every week, aren't we? We're playing a game every week. From now until the first international break in the Premier League. So it's a full-on schedule for the boys. Full-on schedule. We got anything else here? Irish Hotspurs asking people on Twitter, what's your gut feeling? Is Kane staying or going? I'm going to reply to that live on air. Staying. There we go. That's my 2 cents worth. Good old Irish Hotspurs. One of my favourite channels. When the season starts, I usually do a build up on the Irish Hotspur, which is like anywhere between 2 or 3 hours before kickoff. I'll have a chat with David and Jack on their channel about the game. I enjoy doing that. It's good fun. Wasn't so much good fun last year, but I'm hoping it's going to be better fun this year because we're going to be bloody brilliant. But at least we're going to try and win games. That's the main thing. Who knows? Like when we play West Ham, we might be total shit. I'm prepared for that because we've been trained like robots, like Big Track, to be ultra defensive and scared and not know what to do with the ball and pass it backwards and sideways and all that shit. And Ange is going to have to unscramble that mess, you know, and make us into a free-flowing total football machine, goal-scoring machine. That's what we're going to be, and that's going to take time. So I'm all prepared for us to lose 10-0 against West Ham. I just want to see the start of something new, the start of a brand new clean slate, and maybe that does start with our asses being handed to us. Who knows, man? Open-minded. But of course, deep down, I always want to win, but it's a new start, man. That's the main thing. Kimchi Strider, believe that's true about him being a Liverpool fan. Yeah, be about Ange being a Liverpool fan growing up. So it could happen one day. A lot of things to line up for it perfectly, though. They do. Well, we've got him. Ange's off him for 4 years. I want a couple of Premier League titles first. Maybe a Champions League. We'll get one of them, and a couple of FA Cups. So how many is that? That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll go for 6 trophies in 4 years. We've had none. Well, our last proper cup. Well, I shouldn't denigrate the League Cup, but it's been 32 years since we've 33. It'll be 33 years since we've won the FA Cup, and in that time we've won 2 League Cups. So I'm going a bit out there with a bold prediction of 6 trophies in 4 years. But I'm a delusional Tottenham fan. I can't help it. I love being delusional. It's the best thing, man. Best thing. You can live in your own la-la land. It's great. Bugger the real world. It's a load of crap, isn't it? But why would you want to live in that? Just put yourself in your own bubble and just imagine of what could be. And you never know. Sometimes that what can be can be. What I reckon. Kimchi Strider. I think Kane will stay personally. Yeah, me too. I can't see him going anywhere. He stays a year. He's got all the cards on his side of the table. So, you know, I don't know why he would just scrabble around for Bayern Munich. You know. So if he says he's open to everything, he's open to staying at Spurs, he's open to leaving in a year, and he's open to going Bayern Munich. Those things don't kind of balance up as even to me. You know. What time is it in Perth? Look, I'd have to Google it, so you might as well. But I think they're 3 hours behind us at the moment. It's either 2 or 3 hours behind us, so it's 7:20 a.m. here. So it's either 4:20 a.m. or 5:20 a.m. So hopefully they're all having a good night's sleep. They won't be going out enjoying the Perth nightlife because there isn't any. So that's at least a distraction they're not going to have. Well, that's the way Perth was there when I was there. How long ago was I there though? Probably about 17 years. So they might have They might have come into the 21st century in Perth by now. To use an old John Cleese joke, Tottenham took off from London in 2023 and they've landed in Perth in 1823. Echo, echo, ready for football, even pre-season. Some football's better than none. Some football's better than none, man. And, you know, even though I, from time to time, if people watch my videos and or live streams, I will go on about football in the good old days because I do think it was better, but I still reckon some football's better than none. I'm getting a bit of the Ange Postecoglou's here. He does a little cough now and then. Excuse me. When the whistle goes, all the noise is gone. All the noise is gone. You know, I don't care anymore. I don't care who owns the club, all that sort of shit, because everyone that owns a club's a bit of a tosser anyway. To be that rich, you've got to be a bit of a knob. All that goes out the window, and I'm just watching football. And it's come on you Spurs, man. That's what it is. Yeah, he's staying, isn't he? He's staying. Of course he's staying. Of course he's staying. Oh, West Ham. Okay, bit of a do-do-do. Hang on. Here we go. Hang on. I didn't know this. Here we go. Breaking news. Breaking news from Mountain Bush, man. And that is overnight. I didn't know they were playing a fixture. West Ham have beaten Perth Glory. Yeah, there's an omen in a name. Glory. We're going to Glory. We're not going to Perth. Hang on, that's over my head. I didn't realise that. Get out of it. All right. West Ham 6, Perth 2. There we go. I mean, that's about standard A-League football, really. So I wouldn't be getting nervous, folks, about that result. I wouldn't be getting nervous at all. But let's see. I'm curious who scored now. What's the... Let me see. Stratford FC. They're still insisting on calling themselves West Ham. Go the whole hog. Come on, Karen Brady. Pull your finger out. You've already screwed the club over. Just go the extra mile, man, and change their name. Change their name. Change their name. They're no longer licked to Bobby Moore and all that. Because you clowns in charge of West Ham, you're worse than our owners, man. Worse than our owners. It's not giving me any details on this. Come on, I can't click. Why isn't it timeline? It does, Google's had enough. It don't even give me the bloody scorers on their little thing. Let's have a look here. What have we got here? West Ham cruised 6-2 over Perth Glory. So when Spurs have landed in Perth, they've also landed in Glory territory. Is that an omen? Is that an omen? And then what have we got here? Oh, it's too hard to say. Who gives a shit? It's West Ham, but they've won 6-2 anyway. But leaky defence against Perth. Whoa. Top Spurs, the treble's on. That's it, man. Every year, treble's on. We're one of the teams that can win it, aren't we? You know, it's not like Dagenham and Redbridge can win the treble, or Perth Glory. Tottenham Hotspur, that's it. Until it's mathematically impossible, every year with me, mathematically impossible for us to win the league. We're winning the bloody league. Lewis, I'm worried about the players' jet lag. Yeah, man, it's a killer, but I'm sure they didn't travel the way I usually travelled, with like someone's front seat pressing against my nose and someone farting next to me, and kids running up and down the plane for 24 hours. So I'm sure they're going to be as fresh as a daisy. This is a good question. Lewis. What's the quality of the A-League? Not very, well. And I'm saying this as someone who hasn't really watched it for a while. But probably the reason I haven't watched it for a while is because I don't think it's very good. So prior to around about year 2000, something like that, soccer was the National Soccer League. And soccer, football, I call it soccer when I'm talking about in Australia, because soccer's short for Australian football anyway. 60 years ago, you lot would have been calling it soccer too, so don't diss me. But football's really kind of looked down a bit on in this country. The main sports are rugby league in New South Wales, AFL in Victoria, and then you've got rugby union for all the posh kids, all the posh born to rule kids, and cricket as a summer game. Soccer has really still probably got the reputation of being a migrant game. So it's still got a lot of work to do to get it, to be followed by the Anglo population over here. It does make one step forward and then a step back now and then. Maybe the Women's World Cup will change that a little bit. But anyway, the National Soccer League, the clubs were based around more ethnicity. I don't really like using that word, but I'll use that word. So you had teams like Sydney, Croatia, St George, Budapest. That was the team that I used to have a soft spot for. I haven't got a Hungarian bone in my body. The only reason St George, Budapest was because Ozzy Ardiles, one of our greatest, my favourite Spurs player, did play. I think he played one game for St George, Budapest, and somehow that stuck in my head. So back then the games were a lot more, a lot more passionate, I think. But really sort of the reputation of it went downhill a bit at the time of the Yugoslavian war when Yugoslavia broke up. So there was a bit more unrest in the crowds when the Serbian team would play Croatian team, for example. And also at that time, Australia was struggling to get into the World Cup. We were coming very close, but couldn't quite get in. We qualified in '74 when there were only 16 teams in. Did it the hard way then, but since then struggled to get back in, even though our team was quite good. Because you win Oceania and then you have to have a playoff against a few other teams. It was really hard. So Frank Lowy and these people came in, and they thought one of the answers to that would be to rebrand the football over here and call it the A-League. It became like franchise football. Got rid of all the ethnicity out of the whole thing. And I think it kind of lost something. I think it really lost something. And I think they missed the trick. And eventually the Yugoslav war ended. And I think that time would have passed for that anyway. So at the moment, I'm not really interested in it. It's a protected league. And I've spoken to the odd football coach here and there. Because funnily enough, like driving Uber. Uber's what I do as a job, which I can't bloody work at the moment. Go fund me in the description. Because I'm literally living on peanuts at the moment. Any donation makes a big difference to my life at the moment. It really does. I can't pay bills or anything at the moment. The GoFundMe's allowing me to just eat food, and I'm being serious about that. I've told all the bills and rent people they can piss off for a little bit until I start earning money again, which ain't making me popular. But there you go. So to protect, but as an Uber driver, I've had a couple of coaches from next division down, and I've talked to them a bit about this, and it seems I reckon it's a fairly widely held opinion in Australia that they're going to bring in a 2-league system. I'm not sure exactly when it is. They're going to make the A-League 2-tier, but the second division is going to have a fair few teams that were kind of soccer league related teams. So like Sydney, like our Arpia, I think might be in it. Is an Italian-based team. And I reckon a lot of those teams are going to swap places with the A-League. It's going to make it more meaningful. So it might pick up. I don't know. It might pick up. But I think the A-League protected. A-League, there's a bit of cronyism there. Jobs for the boys. Players get picked because they're, someone's uncle. That kind of shit goes on. So the second division will bring it back a bit, hopefully. But at the moment, it's not crash hot, man. Not crash hot. Was it Ange's Brisbane Roar the best A-League team? Yeah, they're worth a shout. They hadn't won anything before Ange came in. I don't think they've won anything since. when he was in charge of them, in the press over here, they were called Raw Salona because they were like playing proper football. They were playing very attacking, total football, I guess, which hadn't been really seen in Australia before. He won 36 games on a trot. I think that's right. I think he actually did he win or is it unbeaten? Hang on a minute. Let me get this right. I don't want to leave you astray or I'll stop. But they're a good side, man. Good side. Because he was out in the wilderness for a bit. He was South Melbourne coach. Won some championships with them. Was coached by French Pushkas. Then he became involved in the Australian youth setup for quite a few years before they booted him out because they were a bunch of dickheads and didn't listen to him and made him the scapegoat for all the other flaws in the Australian youth system. And he was in the wilderness for a couple of years, you know, doing a bit here, doing a bit there, a bit of punditry. And then Brisbane Roar, who weren't a great club by any means, got him in, and then he became amazing. He left Brisbane to become to go to Melbourne and then became Australian coach. Now, I just want to get this answer right for you. It doesn't say. Let me have a look here. Brisbane Roar, 36 games. I'm just wondering if it was unbeaten or won. Without defeat. Okay, it's without defeat. So, which is still an Australian record. In any football code, no other team in any other code, like rugby union, rugby league or football since, has done 36 matches unbeaten. So that's how good they were. They were far better than any other team. Lewis says, I think it'd be difficult few months for the Spurs squad and Ange, but hopefully they can improve sooner. Yeah, who knows, man? Who knows? I know Ange has got every intention of being ready for Brentford. But like I was saying earlier, we've been playing shit defensive football for 4 years. And it is going to take a bit of time for us to turn that around. How quick will that be? I don't know, man. We might be rubbish for a little bit. I don't know. But we are going to be great. We are going to be great. Hopefully that's at the season start. You know, we've got quite a good program of friendlies to start getting it right. So hopefully when the season starts, we're going to be ready to go. And if we do get a couple of centre backs in, I think we're looking really good, man. Could be a really good season for Tottenham. Echo, night all. Night, Echo. Nice having you around. Oh, you got a peace sign, man. I didn't notice that before. That's a good one as well. Good one. Peace, man. Lewis says, is it Lewis or Louis? Sorry, man. Let me know. I always like to get people's names right, dude. I'm glad that Ange has 20 plus years of footballing experience. Oh man, yeah, he's yeah. I don't know when he started. It's more than that, man. What is he? 50, 58? 40 years, I'm guessing, in the game. 25 years coaching experience, perhaps. Ah, blimey. That's dramatic, eh? Another good question, Lewis. Does Ange have the ability to improve players? No doubt about it, man. No doubt about it. Our last couple of coaches at Spurs, I think, have not been able to do that. But Ange definitely has. I did a video on this yesterday, but I'll repeat myself, why not, you know. There's a couple of clear examples I've got of this. Well, there's a few examples. Brisbane Roar were rubbish, he improved them, but that involved a lot of a clear out. One of our players, Cameron Carter-Vickers, is a Spurs boy, not very good for Tottenham. We couldn't find out what to do with him. We loaned him here, we loaned him there. We eventually loaned him to Celtic, and Ange turned this player into the best defender in Scotland. And you know, that's a widely held opinion. The best defender in Scotland. Ange gave him that chance, somehow did that. And the other example I'd give you would be the Australia national team 2015, which on paper not a great team at all. Not a great team. It was, you know, a few years prior to that, most of the Australian national team played in top leagues, whether it Premier League, Bundesliga, Serie A. They were really, it was a team of really good players. By the time 2015 rolls around, not the case. There's some A-League players in there, lower division players, not fancied at all. But we played great football, and we won the final against South Korea by playing attacking football, not stopping. So you know that it improves players and improves teams, man. There's no doubt about it, man. No doubt about it. That's something I think that gives us an advantage over other teams in the Premier League. A lot of managers are more into the tactics, you know, and tram lines and drills in training, and I'm not sure Ange does a whole lot of that. His system's very simple, so simple I can't understand it. But I saw an interview with Harry Kane, who joined him at Celtic as a coach, and he said within 2 weeks I understood Ange's system. It's very simple. It's more about total football, which then gives players a chance to flourish. You know, they're playing football instead of thinking, okay, if I'm in the bottom left-hand corner of the pitch and the ball's in the top right-hand corner, then I should be in here. It's all like programming by robots, a lot of modern football. And I think Ange is more about feeling the game, improvising, and I love that. So it's going to be great. And I think I agree with you here, man. I think Maddison will improve us going forward, no doubt about it. Harry Kane's going to get 40 goals this season. You wait, man. 40 goals. 40 goals. Easy. Ange will have to work under a budget, so being able to improve our players will help us. Yeah. Yeah, and that's why I'm excited, even though I'm seeing the same old shit defenders this year. I'm just excited to see how much he can improve them, even though some of our players, he might not be able to improve enough, you know, but he will make them better. Whether they're good enough for a campaign in the Premier League, we will find out by the end of the transfer window. And you know what, I think on that note, guys, thanks for all that good questions there, Lewis. Good questions. Thanks to everyone in the chat. I think I'm going to wind it up for now. And thanks for popping along. Thanks to all those people, if you're there, that subscribed overnight. It's amazing. And I'll leave it to GoFundMe. Busted in the arse at the moment. But given the way I'm going with subscribers, I can soon change from feeling like a beggar to a legitimate business YouTube influencer person. I don't know how it works. But thanks everyone. Bit rainy day today. I don't know if I'll get out for a walk so much today, but I'll see if something tickles my brain a bit later to do a little video. And if I feel like it, I'll probably be streaming in about 10 hours again. You know, I don't like to schedule these things because I might change my mind. You know, I might get occupied because I've got a Tinder date, or I've got a Tinder match. Anyway, I'll probably look at it and go, but anyway. So peace and love to you all. And don't forget, come on you Spurs.